Hey everyone, it's your girl Layla. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm finally telling this story. I don't even know what I'm gonna title this video. I think I have an idea in my head, but yes, this is a true story about the time that I can't even believe these words are coming out of my mouth right now. This is a story on the time I was an escort on Craigslist. Except it wasn't me. I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit of a backstory. If you guys want the full video, I will link it down below in the pinned comment. I filmed that video back in, I think, 2016 or 2015. It was a while ago. I go through and tell you guys the whole story about me and this guy and how he started stalking me and all of this stuff in that video. It's called My Stalker Story, I'm pretty sure. So I will link that in the pinned comment below. It's an old video, but you guys can still watch it. However, I'm still gonna give you guys a little bit of a background story so you're not like, what the heck? Who would do this to you? What are you talking about? I feel like every time I do story times, even if I tell people in real life about my stalker, they look at me a certain type of way. They're like, did that really happen to you? Except my real life friends know the whole story. They've seen it happen. They've seen it like they were watching a movie. They saw the whole entire thing. They know about this guy. They know how messed up this whole situation was. So in this story, I'm gonna tell you guys about a time where he stole my information. He stole my email address from my YouTube videos and made a Craigslist ad advertising my services. So, okay, backstory. Let's backtrack a little bit and give you guys some timelines. So this took place back in 2013. No, actually, so I met this guy in 2013. This particular thing happened in 2014. So this whole situation took place between like a year's span of time. So I'm gonna be calling this guy, I was gonna call him Norman, like Kylie's dog Norman, but Kylie's dog is kind of cute and this guy's really not. So I'm just gonna call him Norm because I don't know anybody in real life named Norm. So Norm and I actually met on Plenty of Fish. I want to call that website so many other things because I know that it's worked for some people. I know some people have found their soulmates. They've gotten married to people from Plenty of Fish, but I personally, I probably just have bad luck, to be honest. But I feel like Plenty of Fish should be renamed Plenty of Fuckboys because that website is just filled with them. Guys that don't know what they want, guys that are damaged, guys that are just crazy. So this is one of the guys that were crazy. So me and this guy matched on Plenty of Fish. We started talking. We talked for about a week and a half to 2 weeks, and then we finally decided to meet up. Side note, on my Plenty of Fish profile, I had that I was looking for friendship. So you can have it in many different things. You can have it for, I'm looking for friendship, I'm looking for a casual relationship, I'm looking for a serious relationship, I'm looking for long-term commitment. You can pick what exactly you want and put it on your page, and they read what is it that you want, and if it doesn't match with what they want, then they're not going to match with you. On my page personally, I at that point in my life was really young. I didn't know what I wanted. I think I was 21 or 22 at the time, and I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know if I really was ready for a serious relationship, so I put friendship. Friendship is kind of like a loose term. Like, friendship can lead to a relationship, it can lead to a long-term commitment, it can lead to marriage, etc. But I just put friendship on there. Also, I was looking for more guy friends because I feel like guys are very chill. There's not a lot of drama going on. There's no gossip really. The girls that I was hanging out at that point in time with were kind of just giving me drama that I didn't want. I just wanted kind of a guy to hang out with, and that is it. So like I said, I was talking to this guy for about a week or two, and then we decided to meet at the mall. So this was not a date. I've been on Plenty of Fish dates where guys have taken me to restaurants, to movies, etc. We both were mutually understanding that it was a date. This particular situation was not a date. It was just a casual meeting. I'm meeting you in a public space. This is not a date. We're going to the mall to literally like walk around, maybe go shopping, maybe get some food, maybe get some coffee, etc. So this wasn't a date by any means, but we met for the first time. I had no type of attraction to this guy whatsoever. To me, he kind of looked like a fish. Like he had like bulging eyes, like really big eyes, and just he wasn't cute. He was shorter than me, and I mean, he just wasn't cute. Like I didn't want to smash him. I didn't think that I would ever grow to fall in love with the way he looks. Like I'm not shallow. I feel like I'm not shallow. I do have a type, and that's usually Asians or like Filipino guys. That's why I'm engaged to one. I just feel like it's because I have a lot in common with them. I can relate to a lot of things with Filipino guys. This guy was Filipino. Filipino guys are somewhat attractive. Like they take care of themselves and they look good, but this guy just wasn't my cup of tea personally. So yeah, we went to the mall, we hung out, all this stuff. I could tell that he liked me. You know how girls can tell like when a guy has like a crush on you or he thinks that you're attractive? You can just tell like the way he acts around you. He did think some type of way. He did have some kind of attraction towards me. I just wasn't returning that. So like I said, I made it very clear on my profile and afterwards. I wasn't, you know, trying to date him or anything. It was just very casual, strictly friendship. So we met for the first time, and then things were fine. We continued to talk. I think a week later, something like that, he wanted to hang out again, but at that point in time, I had like all weekends off. I miss my old work schedule. My old work schedule was so bomb. So my friend and I would go to the beach every single week. We would go to the lake every summer. So I think that was one of our days where we were going to Sylvan Lake. So this guy messages me and he's like, do you want to hang out? I'm like, no, I can't. I'm at the lake, etc. So I barely talked to him that day, but then later that night he added me as a friend on Facebook, which I found really weird because my Facebook name is not the name that I gave him. The name that I give most people when I first meet them is Layla because that's what I prefer to go by, but my Facebook name is my real name. It's my government name. Layla is part of it. It's like half of my name, but it's not my full name. So I found it kind of weird that he somehow found me on Facebook. I was like, okay, that's weird. Sure, I'll add him as a friend, you know, we're friends, whatever. I accepted his friend request, and then like a few hours later he followed me on Instagram, which I also found kind of weird because my Instagram and my Facebook are not connected. My Facebook is connected to a different Instagram profile. I have like 4 Instagrams. I have 2 for my dogs. I have one for Morgan, one for Luna. I have a selling account for my makeup that I don't use anymore, and then I have my main Instagram page, but he followed my main Instagram page, and back then I think I only had 1 Instagram. It was not connected to my Facebook. So I kind of thought, that's sort of weird. Like, how did he find me? Those are 2 red flags that I fully ignored. I was like, okay, whatever, I'll add him. It's fine, it's fine. So a little bit of time goes by. He tells me he wants to take me out on a date, and I say no. I let him down way too easily. I basically said, I don't feel that way about you at this point in time. It gives people the hope that you're going to feel that type of way later on. So I definitely phrased it the wrong way. I should have just straight up been like, there's no way that this could ever happen. I don't feel anything for you, blah, blah, blah. But I said, at this moment in time, I don't feel anything for you. But if you still want to be friends, we could be friends. I think he thought that later on he was going to change my mind or something like that. Fast forward a couple months, things get kind of weird between us because he is replying to my tweets on Facebook. Like, he's seeing all of my tweets because my Twitter at that point I think is connected to my Instagram. So he's seeing my tweets and he's like replying to them on Facebook, and I notice this all the time, and it's kind of like bothering me a little bit. I'm like, you are definitely way too attached to me right now to where I don't feel that way for you at all. Like, you're just a friend. But fast forward, this happens for a few weeks. I show my friends and stuff, and we're kind of like laughing about it. So randomly one day I go onto his Instagram page to show my friend, like, this is this guy. So we're scrolling through his pictures and we both notice this girl in his comments, and she's always commenting you know, kind of more like lovey-dovey stuff, like with hearts and stuff like that and emojis, and she's liking every single one of his posts. She's in his comments all the time. He doesn't ever really reply back, and he doesn't have any photos with her on his page. But I go ahead and I click her profile and I see in her bio, he's in her bio. So they are dating, and they've been dating for like a couple months before. So meanwhile, he's talking to me on the side, and he's trying to, I don't even know what he's trying to do. He's basically stalking me, cyber stalking me, and like real life stalking me. He's like going to my work and stuff. And this girl doesn't know anything. So I noticed that they're together. She has photos of him on her page. She has his name and date that they started dating in her bio. And I'm just like, when was he gonna tell me? When was he gonna tell me about this girl? So fast forward, just stuff between me and him just really go downhill. I just can't be friends with somebody who is really actually attracted to me and that wants me, and I don't want him back. And it just gets really awkward because, like I said, he starts basically cyber stalking me 24/7 all of the time. He's replying to my tweets, he's on Instagram liking all my posts and all of this stuff, and I'm not reciprocating. And you think that he has a girlfriend, she's showing him attention, that will be enough for him to leave me alone, but it's really not. Okay, so if my camera angle changed, it's because my battery died. I'm not used to only having one battery for my camera. So where was I? So I think I was telling you guys it was the end of 2013, and I decided to block this guy from all of my social media just because I just didn't like how our friendship progressed and how I kept telling him multiple times I wasn't interested, yet he kept trying. And he had a girlfriend that he didn't tell me about. She was like a secret or something, I don't even know. So basically I decided to block him on all my social media, and that pissed him off so much. There was multiple fake accounts that would add me multiple times a day. There was profiles of guys that I was interested in, that I was actually actively trying to date, that he actually knew about. So he would make fake profiles of guys. I went on this one Valentine's Day date like a month later, a month after I blocked him, and I tagged this guy on Instagram, and he made a fake profile of this guy. It was like having to watch my back every single day, getting all these fake accounts adding me, getting all these fake profiles from people that I actually cared about. And that ruined a couple potential relationships because I just had no trust as far as anyone else would go, because this was still happening to me and I didn't know what to do about it. I was completely helpless. And now the title of the story time, this is how it happened. So basically he went onto my YouTube. Under every single one of my videos in my description bar, I have my email address, because that's where brands can contact me, that's where other people can contact me for video ideas, that's where other YouTubers can contact me as far as collabs and everything. So I have my email address in every single one of my YouTube videos, on my channel, on my Instagram. It's just everywhere. It's very easily accessible. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Kijiji, but this can happen also on Kijiji. This particular thing happened to me on Craigslist. So what he did is he took my email address, he made an ad about me with my name, my age, my location, down to the quadrant of my city. He actually put Northeast Calgary in my ad. I don't live there anymore. I don't live in Calgary anymore, so I don't care if you guys know where I used to live. Yeah, I used to live in Northeast Calgary. So he put Northeast Calgary in my ad, my age, my body type, which was petite according to him. Even though I feel like I'm not. I feel like I'm average height. I think petite means like short. I think my mom is petite. She's like really small. But me, I'm skinny. I'm just like not that short. So he put age 22, petite. He put my location and what I was looking for, which was some good, I think you can guess the word. And there's multiple of these ads on Craigslist, and so at that point in time you didn't need a Craigslist account. Even on Kijiji, you could just post an ad that's linked to your email address. You didn't need to verify your account by clicking something in your email. You literally just make the ad and then put your contact information in the ad. And I know it was him because there's nobody else that would do that to me. There's nobody else that was stalking me at the time. There's nobody else I had beef with in my life. So I knew 100% who this was. And I obviously didn't see the ad when it was posted. This is my business email, so I only check it from time to time. And one time I was actually checking it at work because at that point in time I was getting PR for Makeup Forever Canada. So periodically, every time something would launch, they would email me and ask me if I wanted a sample of it and if they could send it and all this stuff. So I was just in my email checking for sponsorships and stuff like that. I see these string of emails from these guys and I'm like, what, who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Like, who are these emails from and why do I have so many of them? And it's a night shift, mind you. It's quiet at work, so that's when I'm checking my email. I click on one and it's all dick pics. Like all dick pics, like up close, like very, very up close and personal with the camera, dick pics. And all of them were dick pics, every single one of those emails. And they were all replying to an ad on my Craigslist. And I'm like, I don't have Craigslist. I've never used Craigslist. What in the world is this? And I feel like you can get fired for looking at that at work. Not that they would fire me for that because it was very clearly in an email. We get junk mail, we get phishing scams, whatever it's called, all the time. So I think that they would have understood that I wasn't just randomly looking at porn while I'm working. So I think they would have understood that, but still, like to open that at work, how embarrassing is that? My charge nurse could have been there, other doctors could have been there, other nurses, anyone else could have looked at my computer at that point in time and been like, what the hell are you looking at, girl? Like, what is that? You know, it's just super embarrassing. Like, stuff could have happened, stuff could have went down at my work from opening those emails. I feel like that's what he was trying to do. I feel like he was trying to ruin my life by doing that. So basically what I had to do to get these ads off of Craigslist is I had to contact Craigslist. And I didn't even know what to do. Like I said, I have never used Craigslist in my life. So I actually had to contact Craigslist to take these ads down. I was still getting spammed by emails every day. Thank God my number wasn't in the ad. This was one of the final straws for me. One of them. Because there was so many final straws. I wanted to just contact the police and have them deal with it because I just felt so violated. I didn't feel safe leaving my house. I didn't feel safe going to work because he knew where I worked. I didn't feel safe online at all. And my friend was like, you need to still be posting on Instagram and you need to still be posting videos on YouTube and stuff like that because you can't let this get to you. It can't look like it's getting to you, even though it is getting to you. You can't have the world think that it's getting to you, otherwise he gets what he wants. He's gonna see your reaction and he's gonna be like, that is exactly what I wanted. At one point, I was just like, I contacted the police. This isn't gonna go on unless you wanna get arrested. I spent most of 2014, like the first 5 months of it, scared. And I didn't know what would happen next. I went on vacation with my mom. I went out of the country. I dyed my hair. I wanted to look different, be different, get away from Calgary, even though it would follow me, of course, because it was online. It was online stalking. It was the fake accounts and stuff. It would just follow me everywhere I went. And eventually, I guess he got bored and it stopped. And I'm so happy about that. Or maybe he actually took what I said seriously because I did call the cops. I didn't want to involve my parents in this whole situation, so I asked the cops if I could meet them somewhere else and have a discussion because I didn't want anybody else to be involved. I didn't want anybody else to know. That is pretty much it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope that this doesn't happen to anyone else. If you guys are not already subscribed, please go ahead, click the subscribe button below. I upload 3 times a week, Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. And make sure you guys go ahead and click that bell notification and then select all to be notified when I upload. So yeah, leave me a comment on this video. Let me know what you guys think and I will see you guys soon in my next video. Bye.